Right, so we're in Portree because the weather's been terrible today, and on top of that, I lost a lot of time because there was an accident on the road. Not like it was way in front of us, but it caused quite a big delay in moving. So yeah, it's not quite. Today hasn't really gone to plan. Right, will we see that? Right, okay. Oh yeah, and I forgot to introduce myself. For those who don't know me, my name is Sam Thompson. I'm an Edinburgh tour guide, and I've been a tour guide for 23 years. And I go all over Scotland. So tonight we are on the Isle of Skye, and we're having a little look, typical Scottish weather, I know, having a little look at Portree. Hi everyone. So yeah, now whilst we're on the subject of Portree, if you decide to come to Scotland and visit Portree, book your evening meals in advance, don't leave it to chance. Be aware that the fish and chip shop, it closes at 7 o'clock at night, and most places apart from the Indian restaurant shut at 9 o'clock at night for food. So yeah, if food is important to you, I would book food in advance. Now, right, so Portree, basically the Isle of Skye that we're on is an absolutely beautiful spot. It really is. This is the biggest of the Inner Hebridean islands, Skye, and it's been occupied by, oh look at that sunset, Celtic people, the Picts, the Vikings, yeah. So I'm going to turn round. Right, there's lots of restaurants, but like I say, remember, you need to book in advance. I think it's stopped now. And the Gaelic clans, which were sort of a Viking Norse with Gaels in there, were the MacLeods and the MacDonalds. So those are the two main clans that we think about when we think about Skye, but there are more, and it's just stopped raining, so we're feeling happy now. Now the island was considered to be under Norwegian control until 1266 with the Treaty of Perth, which transferred control to Scotland. Now, moving forward in time, the Jacobite Rising and the destruction of the clan system really had an impact on Skye, along with the Highland clearances that took place. But yeah, so basically what happened is the clan system was destroyed, and then they realised you could get more money for having sheep than you could for people on the land, so they ended up taking the people off the land, putting the sheep on, and displaced a lot of people in Scotland. So they went all over the world. Now I'm just going to take us to have a little look along at the square, which is kind of the heart of Portree, where most things go on. I think I'll be alright. I think it stopped now. Can you get me a juice and maybe grapes or something? Sorry, I was just talking to my husband. He came running up with an umbrella. We've crossed paths in Portree. He's doing a tour that's going one way and I'm going the other. So tonight we've actually met up with each other. Ooh, and that's the other thing I would say to you. Ice cream. There is never a wrong time of year for ice cream. Hi, oh I know. Hi everyone that's just joining. Sorry, it's been raining, so I've kind of sidetracked. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I sidetracked what was I missed people joining. There we are. So yeah, so with lots of islands and the Highlands and things, the populations dwindled because all the people had been moved off. Then there was nothing, no work, that kind of thing. Hard to support families. Now the main industries today are tourism, agriculture, fishing and forestry. And the largest town is Portree. Now actually, is it the largest town? Is it not Broadford? Anyway, we can Google that one and find out. Wildlife includes golden eagles, red deer, Atlantic salmon. They have seen sea eagles, and you're definitely not going to run out of shops and things. So Boots is a pharmacy, a chemist, lots of gift shops, lots of hotels. You've got the Portree Hotel up here. Yeah, but as you can see, quite a lot of the places that provide food are shut because it's 8:30 at night here. Now I might not be able to get you a real Highland cow, but there you are. Don't say I'm not good to you. You just had a birthday ice cream and it wasn't your birthday. I like your style, Susan. That's fantastic. I need to remember that one. Yeah. So, right. Archaeologists have discovered sort of evidence of occupation in Portree since the early Bronze Age through to the medieval period. Radiocarbon dating takes it to 2570 BC, with the latest date being 1400 AD. So we're now in the square. You've got the hotel there, you can see there's another bar down there, you've got the police over here. This is where the buses come in. So there's this is where the bus stances are, and then over here you have the taxi rank. So yeah, and you can get buses all the way to Uig. So if you were going to get the ferry over to Lewis or Harris, you can get ferries from there to the other islands as well. So it's quite a nice wee square that we've got, and there used to be, well, there's still a bank there. Yeah, and they also found stone tools as well, so that's telling us that there was people here in the Neolithic period. In the 1700s though, the town was a popular point for departure to America, and people left Skye to go to America to escape poverty. So this is the War Memorial, but it also looks a little bit like the Mercat, well, it is a Mercat Cross, but it's a War Memorial as well. So you can see the names, and up here you've got names, and then you've got, these are the people from Portree, the men from Portree. It's actually a really nice memorial. You've got 1914, 1919 there, and they do sometimes have a market here as well, where you can buy, fresh produce and things like that. There we are. Right. If you're trying to stay in Portree, the sooner you book your accommodation the better as well, because it's a very, very popular destination for people, and part of that's to do with the harbour. Now, another claim to fame for Portree is it had the last manually operated telephone exchange in the UK, and it closed in 1976. So there you are, Mackenzie's Bakery and Granary. And there, if you look at the bank building, it says Bank of Scotland on the left, and on the right it's saying the same in Gaelic. Portree, Skye, is where the Gaelic College is, Salmarostig. Yeah, so you can do intensive courses there if you want to learn Gaelic, like residential and things, or they do actually do online learning too. Right, so Portree Independent Hostel, and it's got a laundrette. Right, now I'm just going to turn round and just have a little look back at the square there. So that's the centre of Portree, and it was the main civic space in the town, and it takes its name from the 12th century warrior chief of the MacDonalds, Somerled. So it's Somerled Square. It's changed its name several times. Well, the layout's changed several times over the years, and there's been realignments of the streets and things like that. Actually, I'm going to pop across to the other side of the street so we can have a little nosy. So yeah. Alright, Skye skins. If you're interested in how they deal with sheepskin, you can go along and watch the process. So there's quite a lot of choice of things to do, and just across the road here, a very unusual feature. It's a public toilet. You'd be amazed how many places don't have toilets. and it's something that human beings have not stopped needing to do. But yeah, tourist information is just over here, and down here you've got the long stay car park. So there's parking for cars, buses, lorries, that kind of thing. But in the distance there you have got lots of B&Bs as well, bed and breakfasts. So there's kind of, oh sorry, there we are. I'm just blocking the pavement, so I'm going to move on. There. Right. You like sheepskin on a sheep? Aye. I was quite surprised at how smelly the process was. I mean, it stands to reason it would be, but yeah, I had clients that were interested, so I had to take them along to it. But yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, so, oh, I'll show you the picture. That's the Old Man of Storr. That had been, I had an idea that I was going to try and do that with us tonight. I was going to check the signal earlier, but the weather's just been atrocious, and because of all the delays getting here, I didn't have time. So yeah, that's why we're having a wee look at Portree, because I know we've done it before, but I thought I still want to show you. So just across here you can see there is the Tourist Information Centre. So yeah, no excuses for getting lost. Right, and here's just an example of what you can do with a church when it's no longer being used as a church. So this one's 1820, coffee, food, drinks, fish and chips, now served. There you are. Now, Portree has a hospital. It's only open during the day. If you need a hospital at night, here it's Broadford. Now we've just kind of walked around in a little circle here, and I'm going to take us down to the harbour so we can have a look at that. I didn't want to go up to the Apothecary's Tower because I was worried about the stone stairs being really slippy when they're wet. Okay, so up there, if you wanted to go to the Apothecary Tower, you would just follow the road up and walk through. It's a wooded path and takes you to the top, fantastic views, and it's also up there to go to the hospital, and then we've got another bank just here. Right, I'm going to risk going down the steps and hope that the signal stays with us. Now, yeah. Now, if you do go up to the Apothecary Tower, sorry, that was me tripping, it sits on a small hill overlooking the harbour, and we can't really, well, we can, I'll try and point it out, but the trees are all, they've got their leaves on at the moment, so it's difficult. Yeah, Dr. Alexander MacLeod, or Dr. Ban, fair-headed doctor, is credited with the construction and the landscaping in the 1830s, and he was skilled with medicine, engineering, and land improvements, and he was made, because he knew all these things, he was highly regarded by the locals. Right, oh, and this is the boat trips you can do. Okay, right, I'm going to take us over here where we can see it from here. So behind the blue building, up in the trees there, that's where the tower is. Isn't this gorgeous? So you've got guest houses, you've got the sea tours, fish and chip shop that shuts at 7 o'clock at night, the lower deck. Quite a lot of the restaurants don't take bookings as well, so some of them you have to queue outside to get into. But isn't this gorgeous? And the tide's right in. Right, now the harbour itself is on the Sound of Raasay, and it's quite a sheltered deep water anchorage, so yeah, it's kind of almost a natural type harbour. and it's quite a popular destination for cruise ships. Sometimes you'll see the smaller ones up there, and the pier was designed by Thomas Telford. Oh look, there's somebody going out. If you can see them in the boat there. Oops, sorry, it's changing hands just to... Right, I think what I'll do is I'm going to walk along there so we can get a kind of better look out at it. Okay, I just need to go past these cars. I'm just going to go along. Right. So anybody got any questions? Anything they want to know about Portree or Skye, or just generally travelling to Scotland? Pop it in the chat. Actually, I think there might be space behind this white thing. Yeah, there is. So we started up there and we've walked round in a little circle, and yeah, there we are. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that beautiful? And if we come round, I think I'm probably going to move it too slowly to catch it. There's the boat just going back. Can you hear the water? There's actually some music going on up in the hall just above us. I'm not seeing anything in the water though. I think it's too late at night. Oh, and there's the rain coming on. Right, okay. So, anybody got any questions? Or we just stand here under an umbrella and just take in the... Right. Okay. Yes, there's boat trips a few times a day. I think if you want to see the eagles being fed, the morning boat trip is the best one, because they're hungry at that point, so you've got more chance of seeing the eagles on that boat trip. But there's also fishing trips you can do. You can actually hire private trips as well as going on the scheduled trips. And you just I'll just show you, as we look back, you see the green building, the pale green. That's where you can buy your tickets there for the boat trips. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Jessie. Well, just remember to subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and that way, if you want to hear what else is going on, I think you press the bell and it'll give you notifications. Oh, thank you. Anyway, I think I've probably held you long enough, because it's starting to rain again and I don't want to break the gimbal. You know how delicate they are. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn round. There we are. Oh, do you want to see Mr. Thompson? Right, everyone, on that terrifying sight, I'll let you go. And remember, if you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Thank you, Agatha, thanks. But yeah, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to me, if you subscribe, that would be fantastic. And keep watching, I'm nearly there. Hi, Mr. T from Tish. Hi. Right, he says hi back. Right, I'll see you all later. Bye. That's it.